Supernatural encounter, awakening, enlightenment, revelation. These are all similes for those times where you experience a sense of transcendence, where you get to break free from yourself and your sense of dislocation, kind of like a homecoming of feeling safe and connected again. I think these times are so personal and they come on different timetables and in different ways for everyone. And these aren't moments induced by efforts or willpower or adherence to some sort of formula, but rather they happen to us. And they're often times where we unravel, like when we fall in love. There are various triggers. For me, it started off lying under the stars as a boy. On other occasions, it's been the spirit voice in my heart, visions and dreams, times of stillness. Belief systems and belonging systems, while they have their place, they certainly aren't the point. And the history books are littered with accounts of some of the most heinous crimes against humanity because someone needed to be right, because someone else was different. Belief systems and faith are not the same thing. One is a code, the other, I believe, is a cooperation with reality and a trust in this universal love. I think we all need to yield to a universal love and wisdom, because belief systems and tribalism can become exclusionary and divisive. So what are some of the gateways to divine encounters? Love, that's why I love the falling in love analogy. I think we're literally out of control. Some of our decisions don't make sense, but we just know that we know that we know, and no one can take it from us. The natural order, sunrises, sunsets, waterfalls, these can all pull us into the big picture. Your relationship with your dog. So, the question is, can we posture ourselves for divine encounters? I'm of the opinion we can. You just have to look at the teachings and practices of Sufi Islam, the Christian mystics, the Red Indians of North America, Buddhism, to see that these people, their alignment with reality has really paid some handsome dividends. We're not talking about formulas here. For me, the analogy is like putting up sails to catch the wind. Stillness, yearning, nature, contemplation, prayers. These for me are all matters of positioning, but at the end of the day, none of us governs the wind. And I think a story that I love so much is Jesus and Nicodemus. Nicodemus comes to him going, "We know you're a teacher sent from God." To paraphrase, Jesus basically says to him, "Nicodemus, you don't know what you're talking about. I've got to reconnect you to your divine origin in God, and until I do so, you won't have any idea about this kingdom of heaven within." And then Jesus says to him, he says, "The Spirit is like the wind. You don't know where it's coming from, and you don't know where it's going." So where does this all take place? For me, humanity is the access point, the home, the temple, the body of both the physical and the spirit. It's a wonderful, harmonious system of processes that none of us actually control. Often self-help programs and spirituality can cause you to strive for something which is already inside of you, something you're already part of, something you already are. So what then? For me, it's not only about acquiring knowledge, but it's about awakening to reality. And a story, a guy called Jacob falls asleep on a rock one night and he has a supernatural encounter. And he wakes up saying, he calls the place Bethel, which means the house of God. And then he wakes up saying, "Surely God has always been in this place, and I didn't know it." And I think for me, that's the crux. I think awakening is about coming into an alignment and an awareness and an agreement with what really is. And I think that's what's so wonderful. Every one of us daily get to wake up every day. And I think it's a reminder that we need to wake up spiritually every day.